Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
Okay, here you go. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot.
Okay, that was just great. Tell me another joke. Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
This might make you laugh. How many teenagers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Whatever.
uh, that was good. That was well, greetings. It's comedy hour at Ivan Teller Roadshow. I have a cat here. I don't want to show him because I tried to pet him and almost got my arm ripped off, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, how are you? Nothing from you today? Come on, you were just talking a second ago. Anyway, you might see him crawling around over there, maybe. He's right here. Yeah, look at those claws. Anyway. Greetings, everyone. I forgot what I called this video already. Oh yeah, third density, life in third density. Hooray! Right. Might have a channel message about being in 3D. I know this was a channel request about twin flames and all of that. Whatever. Eventually, not today. maybe a little bit will come through. Maybe. Yeah, how to survive third density. That's what I should have called this. I'll write that one down. If I know how to use a mouse. That's what I should call this. How to survive third density. I'm going to save that one for future. I know it's supposed to talk about twin flames and all that, but vicious kitty. Vicious. I don't know why I pet him and then he just very nice, and all of a sudden I get my arm ripped off. So anyway, yeah, well, you can call it a survival. We'll do another one called surviving third density. Maybe I'll have a couple of tips also. Yeah, I'll do tips on the next one. Yeah, third density. Let's see here. To survive it, obviously we're here for a reason. Some of us would rather be on another planet for good reason, and many are here not to be on another planet, to be here to give us their whatever it might be. The third density environment here obviously is a controlled mechanism, a prison state of mind. And many are not willing to let that go. Not yet. 10, 20 years from now, if they find my channel, message for the future, basically. These are messages, I should call it that. Messages for the future, because right now is like, yeah, right. That's too bad, too. But even some that are awakened are not fully awakened. I'd say I'm fully awakened, but I'm awakened enough, let's put it that way. If I was super awakened, I'd probably be very depressed right now. Because I would see many beings walking around enjoying their time, and us here would be like, I'm ready to pull all my hair out. But anyway, living in, let's see. That's obviously another reason. More frustrated you become of living in a third density environment is also showing that you're bringing assistance here they're not always fully aware of. That's what I'm getting right now. Some of us, not all of us, but quite a few, are assisting humanity to, it's like opening up the bottle. You can say the genie. I wouldn't say it that, but, well, in some ways, I guess that's rubbing. This is more whatever. But this is more popping open the cork at the top of the bottle, basically. Most humans aren't ready for it because they don't know what they're ready for. They think they're ready. They're not. They're not ready for anything. We're building up to it. We're building up to awareness. We're building up. So basically, those that are feeling very aggravated in their dimension, is that you know your fourth dimension and energies, your knowledge is actually is helping. Imagine many are aware, not always aware though. It's like waking sleeping beauty. You know, it's like it's like an awakening sleeping beauty. Uh, it's just this is more of a consciousness of humanity. Um, but it's basically awakening sleeping beauty. And right now we're fighting the you're dealing with the Wicked Witch and the dragons and all that stuff. So I'm going by the Disney movie. I don't know anything about Sleeping Beauty, but anyway, I'm just going by what I saw in movie clips. I don't know anything, but anyway, it gives you kind of an idea basically. Um, and then when Sleeping Beauty awakens, you'll see, you know, alien beings and angels and all that stuff that they're absolutely totally afraid of right now. That they're told it's all fictionalized. And interesting though, they're putting what Star Wars Land in Disney right now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's like Disney, yeah, there's probably a lot of darkness around it, obviously. But there's also, I believe that the Disney, like it's like an alien Star Wars Land, right? It does help people, you know, become more used to other things going on, sort of. It's kind of humorous, actually, seeing that. At least, they're building Star Wars Land. Everybody pretends they're an alien. Basically, you're flying around a spaceship and whatever. It's kind of humorous. I mean, it's like it's like hey, we'll just do this for another 200 years until we're ready to fully see it, what's truly going on here. So it does have its obviously its purpose. So Disney is not exactly a positive place, not from what I pick up, but there's positive negatives to everything, and I think that's a positive actually. There's a lot of misgivings there, of course, but gotta start somewhere. I think it'll help. Of course, you have other type of lands like that somewhere. It'll help people. Of course, right now it'll be entertainment, and then eventually it's like, wait a minute, is this stuff real? You got like a while for that. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty is going to be there. It's going to be she's cuddling away and just not in a way of waking up at all. But some are awakening and still not seeing the full picture. What the full picture is basically, well, another thing about the full picture, you think there's an airport here, and there isn't. But yet they fly so close. It makes no sense. Helicopters, I understand. But that's not a small little jet flying by, or a little biplane. That's a anyway. Um, but also when you're, I'm getting this also from somewhere. Being awake is also realize you have to be partially asleep, which brings assistance to others. Because you have to know how it feels to be third density to assist with third density. I mean, you don't really want to be here part of this Earth environment because this place don't make no sense, basically. Not intended to. Not for you, but for others it does. And you're like doctors, you can say. You're just giving medicine to those that aren't aware that they're not necessarily sick, but unhealthy and spiritually unhealthy. You can call it that if you want, whatever you want to call it. You're kind of like just helping with their symptoms when they start awakening. More like teacher, doctor, whatever. I think you kind of got the idea. Is basically just start to when they start getting symptoms of awakeningness, you get they find you or you find them or whatever, and you go into a a nice make yourself comfortable. I should anyway. I'm not touching that. I don't know if I can get it. Anyway. So anyway. So let's see what else I got here. Yeah, it's today I dealt with like conflict energies, especially on the road. especially you're behind somebody and they slam on their brakes. I mean, constantly slamming on their brakes. It's like, that's aggravating. And then you have somebody that's about to turn, going there quicker and just slow down, but not near the turn, anywhere near it. It's like, trying to kill us all. Jeez. A slow death. Anyway, I guess Archon energies are a lot involved with driving. I can see that. The Archons are interfere with our driving landscape, our thinking. Yeah, I can see that. Gee, I wonder why people are not awakening to all of this. It's better to be asleep, especially when you see what an Archon looks like. It is not very pleasant. It's robotic, but also kind of demon-looking in some regard, depending on which one you connect to. They can look like that to some degree. Well, not necessarily they're negative either. I mean, they're not. Some are, some aren't. Some are kind of, anyway, weird, unpleasant to look at. Let's put it that way. So yeah, being asleep is a lot easier. That's for sure. Let's see here. So as for third density, your environment here, we're going to connect to a actual channeling. I'm just sort of blowing out whatever is coming through. Also, if you're having an environment, a life here that you feel like very disconnected, I know what that feels like. Feel like unease, because you're not exactly agreeing with how this world operates, like what's happening to Mother Nature and things of that sort. Which are many, but aren't fully aware of their galactic lineage, basically. You do have an aspect, which is obvious, but just to bring it out again, you do have an aspect of you also that is living the easier life. It's like here, not living it so great. It's like I'm ready to, suicidal thoughts, whatever it is, anger, whatever, anger management issues, whatever it is, because it's not exactly the world that you would like. Like you're here for a reason, you're here because you are who you are. There's much more to than that, but anyway. And this world has a lot of conflict, obviously. But there's obviously there's another version of you that's helping you balance what I'm seeing. Basically, one is living a good life, which is good, but that's sending you energy back to help you survive here also. Because the more awakened you become, the more crazy you get. Because it's like, see how much easier it is in other realities, and you come this world, everything's backwards. So that's very aggravating. So you need assistance to obviously have your guides. There's only so much they can do. If you ignore them, that's the end. That's the end party. You know what I mean? So you do have other, I want to say, parties involved, obviously, to give you messages on survival of this world. And you've had, I do realize you've had incarnations before here that are kind of like combat worlds. That's what I'm getting. That are kind of aggravating like this one, but not as much. They're bringing you up to like this is the Whopper, and you're in the quarter pounder area. You're building up. You have like Mars is kind of like one of them, sort of. I'd say I don't have all the answers, but there are worlds that are kind of, it's preparing you for this place, and it's more of this will start opening up when if you wish to open that up. Not necessarily it's really needed to right now. But yeah, basically, you come here to be mocked, to become called you're crazy or whatever it is. Oh, you're not connecting to anything. I'm going to go back and be a slave human, basically, which is okay because it's a lot greener over there. Because when you're in a crazy town, everybody thinks you're freaking insane. And yeah, connecting to dinosaurs and dragons and cockroaches, whatever. Yeah, go to the greener grass. Yeah, just try. Yeah, spend half your life trying to figure out what your name of your guide is. That's okay. If that's good. That's something. It's Either way, there are some mediums, connected to those that cross over. And you say, oh, we got to be real nice to the souls on the other side. Be real nice, be real gentle with them. And hell, they don't care. That's okay. I mean, that's your wording. They don't care. I'm not really here to connect to those on the other side that much. At least those that cross over here and there for certain messages. But someone like John Edwards, definitely, that's your medium. That's your medium guide for sure. And others out there, of course. It's not really my forte. My forte is just anything that's insane, basically. That's probably the better way to go. Okay, what do we got here? I wasn't going to be online for too long. I've been doing shorter video. I'm just, taking it easy. I think I said that in the past. I'll say that again because I've lost my mind here and there. Usually, yeah, I'll do the, I'm kind of garping on the whole twin soul thing. I might do that here. We'll see what comes through. For the twin flame thing, we'll see what, let's see. Okay, I got one here. Galactic Federation of Light. Oh yeah, there's a question about Sasquatch, Bigfoot. They are here. They are our protectors. They know what's best for us when we do also, but we neglect our intuition. We need to connect to the Galactic Federation of Light. There is many Sasquatch there, representatives of your planet, of our planet. They are here in secret, quiet. Many will not accept what they look like because of fear. They look the way they do because it brings happiness to them. But also, it helps them connect to their higher selves, their higher energies. But they realize on our paths, we had to go down this rabbit hole, to discover more about ourselves. But they are watching over us during this time. You can say that you are in a prison. That's one way. You are in a heavy schooling university with piles of books, but you don't see it. Learning lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. So there's not many worlds like this that have so many lessons, one after the other, just constantly. Even those that have not as many lessons still it comes to them constantly at times. But they're noticing that having this rampage of negativity does help the soul adapt to different environments. Now, as for opening up spiritually, many are not ready for that because they're at the level of the lessons within negativity. Many are those that are coming out of that and opening up spiritually, have learned what they need to learn at that level. Now you're going to more spiritual teachings, but there's different levels there. There's ego, there is all types of things. So there's a lot to clear out there. And then once you accomplish, basically just be yourself. Do what feels right for you. Follow your path. Same as if you're not aware of any of this. Just be yourself. And eventually, when you're ready, you will unlock, go through spiritualism, go through that, unlock, and you're in fourth density or more fourth density environment. But there are also, through channelers, through healers, teaching humans how to. This is one of the reasons why you see Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call them, as they make their appearances for certain. Some want to just show that when they are seen that this is their home too. But when humans come after them with guns and all of that, Some get angry at that. This is our home too. And you're not showing that. That's where how off humans are right now. A primitive race, but instead in a nice way. You got to realize that how are you going to make friends with a Sasquatch if you're always coming to them with a gun? If you come to them with happiness and friendliness, you'd be surprised what you will get. You come to them with love, caring, as many most likely will not, because they're not ready for it yet. But those that are not ready are the ones that see them. But also those ones that see them are part of that race. They just forgot. Why do you think they go to those certain places to see them? They're trying to rediscover themselves, but they're not fully ready to do it. Part of them is rediscovering, part of them is not. Some of it is yes and no. It's all over the place, it seems. But you look at the negativity. Look at the negativity when it comes to Sasquatch. How the human pulls out the gun when they see a Sasquatch, and this world thinks it's ready to connect to aliens. Far from it. See. So yeah, they think they got it all understood. Humans have it all figured out. Far from it. So just channel messages and all that, and they say, "Oh, that's not real." Whatever. Humans don't have anything they don't have anything figured out. Because you come from where you connect, you're coming from the heart to send love, and all you receive is anger and hate. From whatever channeling there is, from any healing, you receive hate from those. And that shows a world that's not ready. But that's okay. That's expected. They're not ready to let go of that side of themselves. And it takes several lifetimes to fully let go. It's not always just one. It can be, but for some, yes. Creativity is a way. It's creativity through the arts is fourth density, speaking to humanity. It has it's still sending out its message. And if you don't like always, even if like a movie is not exactly like that, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't really matter. It's fourth density talking to you. And obviously, it's to bring healing, but also awareness. It's like warming the oven up to what is to come. And you get more aliens in your entertainment because the people are ready for it. Right now, they're not fully ready for it. So you can tell in entertainment what people are ready for. So right now, you're getting superhero films. So that's kind of alien, but not all the way. Kind of. But they're kind of edging in that direction, but not really. Sort of yes, sort of no. Kind of like, something's out there, but we're not ready for it. So you basically can see what's going on in entertainment to see where humans are right now. Yeah, because they're going to put all this money into a big project. That's just something to sell, right? So it's not just for programming purposes. Some of it is, but also like Transformers. Some of it is programming, but some of it's also disclosure. Some of it is to, like, if it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't really matter, but it is part of disclosure. It's some people need it. That's a part of them. That's why it's successful. It's like it's a part of course, there are films that don't do well. There's reasons for that too. But either way, it does show that part of the soul is reaching out, but not fully. So if you see basically a lot of aliens in your movies and all that, like every week, it tells you people and angels and spirituality. You kind of get an idea people are awakening. We're not there yet, as you can see. Yeah, basically the movie of the week or something like that. Always some kind of, it's part of, letting go of the old human. And even films of letting go of the old way of thinking, letting go of my old self and allowing this fourth dimensional self coming through, stuff like that. So, that will eventually find itself to humanity. For right now, it's everything takes time. Let's see what else I got here. Okay, oh yeah, before I go any further, I'm going to do a channeling, and that'll probably be, for those that are new to all this, all right, work this time. It's liveandteller.com. We have private sessions and know more about your guides and everything, all weirdness that's going on. This is one way to find out. Of course, you can always use your own intuition, but of course, this is the calendar to see my availability. And there's different methods you can go about purchasing. Also is Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and by the phone. All of these are recorded, as far as I know, successfully so far. It seems to be. And we have to join the webinar. So we have a webinar tomorrow and on Thursday. Finally updated the calendar, so you can always. Well, I'm still working on this, get that to work correctly. But and we have some people signed up to be moderators. So that's great. So we'll slowly ease that in. So that's great. Much appreciation. And also you can submit a question. It's usually around 5 minutes long, so $5, depending on what the question is. And you receive a audio file with the answer. There's also another alternative payment here. And we also have, we have gift cards also. That's on the other page. Oh, so we have web apps, iTunes, and Google, just for your convenience. And also we have Spirit Social, where we have these are my services: submit a question, past life regression, healing, message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing, and channeling consulting. Spiritual connections, one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul painting from Stephanie, and angelic Reiki from Miguel. We also have gift cards here also if you like to go in this direction. If the other doesn't work. And there's a bunch of stones, ideas for stones for healing. Something to explore if you're new to all of this. So this is what helps keep the show going. So much appreciate your assistance. Keep the show rolling. Keep the cats at Club Med. Yeah. Is there anything else I can do for you? You need a pina colada? Yeah, I don't know. If it was closer, I'd show it. But anyways, it'd be funny. So, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of these live broadcasts. Of course, I don't do much of the chat. Apologies. But it just seems to help build momentum, interest, find new people. Seems to help in that regard. Helps grow the channel. So that's the reason I'm doing it. So I usually do this at 8 p.m. Eastern or 9, 10, I don't know, whatever I get here. Could do answer questions and things of that sort before. So, my private session. For sessions, my schedule is not so great this week. Tomorrow's open. Wednesday, kind of. Wednesday is mostly gone. I'm not sure what's going on Wednesday. I'll find out tomorrow. And Thursday in the morning is gone. Friday is open. Yeah, so if you book early for the weekend, I already closed Saturday down. So I need to take it easy. I've been really going. But you book early. That way you get Saturday. That way, if you want a Saturday, it's good to book early. And I close my days off during the week because of work. So I have no choice in that regard. I'm not sure what Wednesday is going to go yet. But for Saturday, Sunday is still open. But when you get close to Sunday, no one has done anything or whatever, I close that day down so I can take it easy. So But if you want to book, yeah, I would book a couple of days in advance for weekends at least. Usually I leave them open, but not recently. Recently I'm just taking it easy, so try not to. No, we'll see. Usually I'll leave it open, but I'll go back to that eventually. So, all right, who do we got here? Time of twin flames. There are different seasons when, yes, it is like a garden being grown. Many plants are being put together to build it, grow a garden. We also see in your society as many are finding love all at once and growing together. But some choose not to for their own growth reasons. But those that are finding love together, it's like my friend found somebody, I found somebody, we're all finding somebody, we're all growing together because you need that stability, especially when something not necessarily goes wrong but doesn't go in the direction you were hoping that it tests. So you have these different relationships together to stabilize each other. It's not always seen that way now, is it? You're so busy in your daily lives, it's hard to see that. But also you are reaching out to each other saying we're all ready for this connection. But some change their minds on it and stay single for a long time because they don't feel like they need that type of experience to help them grow. They can grow without it, which is actually for some much preferred. As they've been through all that in the past in their other lifetimes, it has not served them as they would like. It's like usually those that are alone have had lifetimes of bad relationships and they don't want to go through it anymore. They've had enough. Every time they think it's going to go well, it goes bad through lifetime after lifetime, and you get kind of tired of it after some time. So in this lifetime, they're doing a lot of repair at this moment. So that's why many are alone in this incarnation, because of just soul repair. What is a relationship going to help me build when I am still healing from those old bad relationships that were so many of them, one after the other? So many are in a relationship that is very chaotic. It's like, you know what? I've had enough of all that. If I'm going to come to another earth experience, I have to, not necessarily have to come here, but some do feel like in some ways they need to learn for themselves, but also to keep that relationship out of their space. Because all it does is clutter their teachings in their direction. And many have just had enough of it and have learned enough from it where they can grow alone. But there's others that grow with a garden, but not always understanding their garden. They are sometimes wondering about others outside that garden. It's like, why aren't you like us? It was so easy for us. Why aren't you making it? It must be something wrong with you or whatever it is. But there's now so many cycles within your calendar, or many do find that is the best time to find somebody. But also some do reject it. Some are within this garden also, such as friends. Not everybody is meant to find somebody at the same time. But some are. And some are just, as I said, more in the individual soul growth process. But also realize that those are in a relationship status that are with somebody They always seem to know somebody else in a relationship as you might have. And that's all done by design. As I said, in case of an issue that comes about. Some also do subtle relationships that is not right for them, but do it anyway because they're tired of being alone. That's also part of a self-love delivery that's coming through. They're finding self-love, and when that self-love has been found, many do not find it in their own lifetime. Some have to have multiple lifetimes to find self-love. So they're going to be in countless relationships that don't mean anything to them. Just because they're in a relationship so they're not alone. That way nobody's picking on them. Because they are alone all the time. They'd rather have that type of security, but still unable to find self-love because of the direction they chose. Materialism, money, everything that there is built up without finding self. Many have in your world have not found self. You find self, you will no longer criticize others for their relationship situation, their direction. They wish to be alone and will not be criticizing them. Many have difficulties in that realm. They have to criticize because it was so easy for them to find somebody. That's not always the case, but some do. Some are also having difficulties realizing, yes, they have a soul. Yet they have children, but not realizing that child has a soul. Having difficulties accepting that. They're just spiritual beings in a vessel for a short time. And when that vessel is no longer inhabitable, the spirit leaves. But many are not recognizing the spirit energies. And that will help many relationships also. Especially when you are in a situation that you don't understand, you can connect to spirit and meditative energy, the meditative vibrations there for you to calm down your third density environment. So a fourth density, eighth density, 12th density being can come through you more clearly. It's hard for us to connect to you when you're in a third density environment. It's very difficult. Now, many of you have learned how to calm down your third density to allow the spirit energies to connect. But then they shut us out. Oh, come in for a little bit, and then we shut you out. One day will happen when we are open to you that you feel as if we are in the same room as you are, and we are. That we are part of the family also. You have a family picture, and there's my spirit guide in the picture. And there's their spirit guides too. Your guides, I should say. That's a crowded picture, isn't it? That will come more into your environment. Those days are coming. But the human has to be ready to acknowledge it. As for many are not ready to acknowledge it, that just shows the world needs time. Time to grow, time to see itself. That's why economies come up and down. Sometimes they go down for you to see yourself in a mirror. But not just what you're seeing on the outside, what you're seeing on the inside. Many are not ready for that. So this is why you see predictions of economies going up and down. All that has to do with seeing yourself. But sometimes the economy goes down, people don't see anything. So that's why it doesn't happen a lot. But eventually when humanity awakens, your economy will go away. But right now, it's a tool for the soul. It's like you're in a third density environment. You have your economy to keep you leveraged. That you can always let it go if you wish, but right now it's keeping you focused on what you need to learn here. But eventually, it goes up and down for reasons, but eventually it will see itself disappear. But at that time, you will be at a fourth density vibration. But you needed this economy energy to climb up to it. So everything's here for a reason. This spell is here for a reason. Yes, it is a hypnosis energy. It's a hypnosis, but all of university, of school. Many are learning parts of themselves they could never learn in other environments. And for someone in a fourth density environment, as many of you are awakened, it's not right to just take that person and yank them out of that third density. Let them grow, let it go when their time is right, but just say, I am here for you. You call me crazy. That is fine. But I am always here for you, no matter what kind of insults I receive from you. No matter what you throw at me or whatever it is you call me, whatever it is negative that you want to call me, fraud or evil or whatever, I am always here for you with a kindness. That's how it works. If you're a vicious world, yes, will be vicious as it knows more about what's going on. But also let this be help you center your energies to strengthen yourself, your confidence of who you are. Because you are awakened for a reason to be strong. It doesn't matter who says what. You're okay with it. Not okay by the low vibrations. No. But still you have a loving environment. It is very difficult to live in this world, we understand. It is much easier to be in a third density mindset. In some cases, not all. But as you go into more of a fourth density, fifth density mentality, vibration, you will be tested heavily. And that is what rest is needed. You will be tested because you are orchestrating assistance for those that are unready, but will be ready. So, because it will, as you become a teacher, it is very difficult. Because you have to learn your lessons of kindness to those that are not kind to you. That's very hard to do. It's like, I'm going to get vengeance on this person. No. That is not how it works. It's like, I'm connecting to the frog people or the alien people, and I am being insulted left and right for it. But send light to those insults. It's like, that's fine. Because they are much loved, no matter. Because think of yourself in their shoes, and you have been in their shoes in other incarnations. Would you want to be that person that's unaware, that you be the person unaware, and the person that's here to help you attack you, to say, wake up, human, and have them beat it into you? Would you rather have that? Not at all. So it's better just to love them with kindness. But yes, balance is much needed to understand. The test here is to bring more positive vibrations in you and treat the third density mentality with kindness and not with insult, which takes time to learn. Some might not understand this right now, but as you awaken more, you will understand. Because for you, it's very simple to see the light. They're aliens, they're angels. It's like, how hard is it? Many is very hard. So you just gotta love them with kindness. Like, yes, I'm the alien person, and yes, throw your rocks at me or whatever. Unfortunately, that's how the mentality is here. Love will be understood. Your self-love will be understood. As this third density environment will get vicious as they see what is going on and not understand any of it, but see what you're doing and see it as false when it is not. You are just being who you are, sharing kindness of what you are seeing and connecting to. Many here are still, they'd rather keep their eyes closed, which is okay. So who's the one being most tested here? Is the one in third density, the one going into fourth? You'd be surprised, actually the one going into fourth is the one that's being mostly tested. The hardest test. Wonder why so many light workers are in poverty. because you know what's important. And it's not money. It's self. And the funds will find itself to you. So then you have the money to keep them in third density. Keep them out of fourth. Keep them out of awareness. For now, at least. Blessings to you. I'm Gabriel. Love to you all. Thank you. That was lovely. Okay. All right, everyone. Blessings. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for those supporting these communications. Take care.